model, she's the top model, top model. She may be my lady.
Greetings, ladies, and happy Women Wednesday. I am so excited to present you this great video. So last week we've been talking about, we started a series called Let's Talk About Her. So we're going to be talking about the uterus, the fallopian tubes, the ovaries, the cervix, the vagina canal. We're going to talk about the whole thing. So this video today is about, I should look this way. I should really look this way. Okay. So I still gonna look this way anyways. But we're going to be talking about pads, tampons, and menstrual cups. Oh my. So a lot of us are familiar with pads and tampons. There's a couple of, those one of the main ways that we deal with our menstrual cycle. And I have two special guests that I want to introduce you guys. Some may not know about it, some may have. So it's been stirring around a lot on social media, pretty much the World Wide Web, about menstrual cups. So here's my first guest. Her name is Diva Cups. So I recently just bought her. I bought her for Walmart in Orange City. It was like around $36.98. So it's pricey. Well, to each his own. Like, if your budget's that great, praise God for you. But yeah, this was $36, basically $37, round that up with tax. So so I just bought this. So right here, if you see right here, it has a number 2 right here. So it has 3 different models. So it has model 0. So model 0 is basically for the newbies, the rookies, welcome to womanhood, it's for the girls who are at least like 18 or younger. So that's model 0. And then I have another type, which is model 1. Now these are for the ages between 19 and 30 and have a medium menstrual flow. Now for me, I'm 28 and my menstrual flow can be heavy. So they have model 2, which is this one. It says, you are over the age of 30 and or have a heavier menstrual flow. So there's 3 different types, 3 different sizes for your vagina. So, it's definitely not one size fit all. There's different sizes to, that is accustomed to your size, whether you are a virgin or not. So they got size for you ladies. So I'm going to open up this box. Like I said, I just bought it, and well, I just ripped it. But yeah, we're going to open this. So it got a little tape right here. So we're going to open it. So menstrual cups. Everybody got their own mixed reviews. Have I tried it? No. I'm going to try it since I just bought it. It doesn't hurt. Definitely try out. Definitely try out. Don't be afraid to try out new things. You don't knock it till you try it. So you may find some cool things. So wow, so neat. So it has this. So obviously you see the menstrual cup right here, and it's nice, gorgeous. It's made out of medical silicone, so it's not latex. Quote unquote, it says it's chemical free, eco friendly. So they definitely make it. This is a silicone base. It's definitely rubbery and bendy, and it's soft too. So it gave me this, and also gave me this little box. And let's open that up. Oh, that's cute. They gave a little bag. You put a little bag in there, so you can put your. You put your little bag in there, so you can put it in your purse. But so it got a little cute bag. That's really cute. Yeah, it gives you a whole book of information of how to insert a menstrual cup. into your vagina. Now, there's a lot of YouTube videos that I suggest. If you're a visual learner like me, I don't have a diagram or a model of vagina. I wish I did. I would love to, you know, have a beautiful plastic model of the vagina so I can show you ladies how to insert the menstrual cup. So if you want to learn, get more reviews about it, definitely check out YouTube or check out divacup.com. There's a lot of types of menstrual cups from different companies. So this is just one of them. The Diva Cups. It's pretty much one of the main popular ones that's been pretty much successful on social media from my point of view. So but yeah, the menstrual cup. So basically, I guess I can tell you by saying it, so hopefully you understand. So imagine this is your vagina. This is your vaginal opening. Inside a whole tube right there, that's your vaginal canal. This is your vaginal opening. This is your basically vaginal canal. So basically, you pinch his here, dip down, and you pinch it like this. Let me see, like this, and you insert it. Insert it like this into your vagina, into your canal. Once you insert it all the way up in there, but not all the way to the point that you can still manage to hold this, and then it's gonna pop. Well, let me redo that for you guys. So you pinch it down, your vagina, you put it in there, and boom, it's going to open and carry all your fluid. Now, yes, that sounds totally disgusting. Like, ew, ew, ew. Who wants to be holding their menstrual fluid? Who wants to hear, hold all of that? So, I mean, to each his own. Blood is blood. That's how some people view it. Some people get grossed by it, but to each his own. So it basically holds it all up. Now they say this silicone, this menstrual cup holds about 12 hours. So you can have this in there for 12 hours. But if you are a heavy bleeder, then obviously you need to take it out, pour it out, wash it or whatever, wash it out, and insert it back in and continue on with your day. Now, easy to say, but it may be kind of complicated because, what happens if you're in a public place? So they recommend you to bring some wipes with you. It is good to bring some feminine wipes. It is a must-have, especially when you're on your menstrual cycle. You need to bring flushable wipes, especially when you're out. You have a long day, or pop goes a weasel. Ruby Red want to knock on your door, say, "Hey, I'm here," unexpectedly. You got your flushable wipes, or just regular feminine wipes, just to keep you clean and smell good too. But yeah, so I did tell you guys how to insert, but how do you pull it back out? So basically, from this point of view, imagine this is your vaginal opening right here. You basically pinch it and you pull it. Now you pull it out, and obviously, and you pour it. You pour it in the toilet, flush it, and you're washing all that stuff. Does it hurt? I don't know. I have not tried this yet, so I'm going to try it when Ruby Red comes around, and she's coming soon. So I'm going to try it out and give you guys my point of view, probably maybe through here, or just type it out to you guys. I don't mind sharing it, about menstrual cups. Now, how do you wash this? Basically with mild soap and water. You don't need to do the most. If you want to sterilize it, you could boil it in hot water. So now this is also, a nice money saver, because once you have this, you don't really have to buy, you could buy panty liners just to keep you safe, but at the same time, it kind of I don't have to buy a pad, and I don't have to buy a pad all the time. I don't have to buy tampons all the time, because these are reusable. Now, there are menstrual cups that are disposable, so you do not have to get the reusable ones. But even though it's quite easier, but they have disposable ones where you don't have to kind of like wash it and all that stuff, so you can get rid of it. Now that is the Diva Cup. But if you ladies have tried it, definitely let me know. Tell me your experience if you don't mind sharing your experience with menstrual cups. Do you like it or do you not like it? Yeah, so that is the menstrual cup from Diva Cups. So this is Diva Cups. So there are different companies that also sells menstrual cups. So this one, this is a Model 2, and this is Diva Cup. That's the company that I bought. Now my second guess, kind of flash it a little bit. My second guess is soft cups. So soft cup menstrual cups are pretty much the same thing but different design. So it comes in a box. You can buy this from Walmart or pretty much any store. I got this from I basically got this from the box, and it's called soft cups. Yeah, soft cups. So I'm gonna open it. Oh yeah. So yeah, soft cups. So you see this contraption here. Obviously this is where it's going to collect the fluid, and you basically going to pinch it like this and insert it, and it's going to open it. Right, it's going to open on this. Basically you let it go, open it, and it carries all your fluids. You do this, and once you're done, you pinch it and you pull it back out, pour it out. Well, this one is disposable. So the pink means it's disposable. There are ones that is it's like fuchsia, more dark red. Those are reusable. Now I've used this before and I completely did not enjoy it. Why? Okay, so when I tried it, I inserted it correctly. Like I made sure like it was pretty much like good in there. It wasn't moving left or right. But the reason why I did not like it, there wasn't much of security. Now, mind you, I'm a heavy bleeder, so like there wasn't much of a secure for security to hold all of my my fluid, basically my flow, and not even for my hands. Like, oh my God, Lord have mercy, there was this like bloody Mary all over my hands. Where you got menstrual cup right here, she like it has more like a protection barrier right here. Yeah, like more protection barrier, so it's easy to squeeze and pull out. Versus here, you can I spilled this on while I didn't praise God. I was on the toilet while I was doing this, so I didn't spill this on myself. So like, it was flowing out. So this is, to me, I feel like this is not securable. You can easily pour it out by accident, or while you're trying to pull it out, it just pours all over your hands. You're like, ew, 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 ew. So I'm not too disgusted, but so I don't like this one. Now, if you love this one, like Keisha, I've been doing it and I like it. Girl, keep going. More glory to you. Definitely continue use this. Whatever works for you works for you. If you want to stick to pads, you better stick to that pad. If you love tampons, girl, you better go ahead with that tampon. Use that tampon. But if you want a soft cup, you better use that soft cup. Or that menstrual cup, girl, you're a beast. But all in all, it is up to you. Up to you and your body. Your body, every body is different. So it may work for some, but not for others. So let's give a round of applause to our two guests, our menstrual cup and our soft cups. All right, yes, yes. So our next subject is, unfortunately I cannot bring her, which is period panties. Yeah, so that's been kind of roaring around on social media as well. Period panties. Now I see some that's very like, it looks basically black panties, but more like Spanx, or yeah, like almost like Spanx or undergarments that you will wear when you wear a nice fitted dress. You kind of wear some undergarments. It's basically like a black panty. I have not bought that because I know Keisha, and like I said, I bleed more. I have heavier days, and I have light days as well. So I was not feeling it. I heard some cool reviews about it. Go ahead and check out for yourself. I'll put some links provided on my post, so you guys can definitely do your research. Do your research. Do your research. Like, yes, you can rely on me, you can rely on her, or rely on anyone else, but it's best for you to do your research. So I personally do period panties, but it's a different type of period panty. Always has their own period panty. It looks like diapers, but it's more, it looks like diapers. And I personally wear that. I love period panties. One, because it covers me from front and back. I don't have to adjust the pad. I don't have to move to the left, move to the right, or I don't have to sit in a weird position. So I make sure I won't have any leakage. Two, I'm not dirtying my own panties. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how many times I dirty up my panties. And I mean, I just bought those panties. I just bought them. And they're cute. And now they got leakage all over them. And now your feelings hurt. You throw the whole thing away. Well, you don't have to throw the whole thing away. There's a little hack how to get rid of blood off your underwear. There's a lot of hacks how to get rid of blood off your underwear. So, you know, there's still hope. But still, I just bought those panties, and I just don't feel like, you know, wasting my good panties over my period. I feel like you don't deserve that. You don't deserve the torture. So I prefer period panties. And like, it's disposable. I mean, once you're done, you can just rip it off, and I mean, put on another one and keep going. And I love it. You're not wasting. Like I said, I never have any leakage on my clothes with them so far. Praise Jesus. So far. But like I said, because it's so fully secure, like it covers from the front and the back. So it's basically 2 pads in one. So it lasts longer. But of course, you don't want to like sit in your diaper like pretty much all day. You do want to change it, every X amount of hours, so you can stay fresh, stay clean, and stay sanitary. So which leads me to this. So hygiene. Now we got our regular hygiene, which we're probably going to talk about that maybe later in a couple of months. Well, not a couple of months, couple of weeks, about our vaginal health. But this vaginal hygiene is referring to our menstruation. So there's some tips that a lot of us have basically done before. Like one, always carry an underwear with you. Always carry a separate pair of underwear. Always bring extra pair of clothes or jeans with you wherever you go. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's so good to be overly prepared, just in case ruby red comes on all of a sudden, or you may have some leakage. So it's good to bring an extra pair. Another one is wait, I have a little list right here. Oh, now there are some, I understand that there are some pads or tampons, or like I said, this is eco-friendly, so it's not going to cause a reaction. Hopefully it doesn't for you, but I understand that pads or tampons may cause a reaction, especially tampons, TSS, toxic, the toxic syndrome. Well, how you say it? I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, toxic shock syndrome, and that thing don't play around. So there are some pads and tampons that are eco-friendly as well, so it won't cause a reaction, or maybe if you're allergic to certain chemicals, you can definitely use that as well. Another tip, it's a cute tip that I personally use. So when I was in college, I still use it to this day. I have my own drawer in my bathroom, and one of the cubbies, I made it into like a period cubby where I have all my pads there, or tampons, even though I don't do tampons, but You know, it's okay. Everybody has their own, like, everybody has their own preference. But I put my pads there, I put my panty liners there, I put my wipes there, and it's all cute and pretty. And I can definitely show you guys pictures of that, a lot of examples. Definitely have a cubby that is dedicated to your menstruation, so you don't have to be scattered around like, oh my gosh, I need to grab my pad. Like, you gotta go to work. Like, you have to hurry up. And your stuff is already there. You're already packed up. You already know where everything is located. So it's good to have a nice dedicated cubby for all your feminine products. And which leads me to, I did mention to you guys about wipes. Now, there are feminine products that are friendly to our vaginas. So like, you got Summer Eves, you got natural ones. However, do not put that soap in your vagina. Yes, you can wash around your majora, your minora, and your clitoris. I mean, you can wash there, but do not don't put that soap near your vaginal, your vagina. Don't put it near her. Why? She has her own cleaning mechanism. I know that may be hard to believe, but she has her own cleaning mechanism. Let her do what she do. She will take care of you. Our vaginas have their own cleaning mechanism. It has its own pH. So even when it's thrown off, there's possibly it's due because you have an infection. And it's not always linked to STD. It could just be linked to the fact that, you know, you got an overgrowth, or you just got something weird up in there that your vagina kind of is telling you that, yo, something that you place in me is not working out, and I'm smelling weird and all that stuff. But we're gonna push that to the side, because that's a good discussion for vaginal discharge, because vaginal discharge really tells you about your vaginal health. But do not put soap in your vagina. You leave her alone. Let her take care of herself. She will do fine, and she will do well. All you need to do is basically clean the outside. So there are plenty of vaginal, not vaginal wash, but there's plenty feminine products, feminine washes that you can use, that you can clean yourself with. There are hypoallergenic ones, and there are ones that has fragrance with it. Now, there are some where it recommends you not to use ones that has fragrance, and there are ones, I mean, to each his own. Everybody is different. So, you know, your vagina may not get lit with that product, but hers does get lit. So it gets itchy. Next thing you know, homegirl got a vaginal yeast infection, and oh my gosh. So, excuse me. So to each its own when it comes to feminine wash products. But it's always safe to go hyperallergenic. It's always safe to choose the one where it's unscented. But if you want to just go old school, just use soap, mild soap and water, and call it a day. You don't have to do the most. But, you know, for menstruation, you feel extra dirty and all that stuff, then yeah, you can definitely use that. But like I said, it's so easy to use wipes, flushable wipes. So you don't have to like hold it and put it in the back next to you. You just put it in the toilet and let it flush. But there are regular feminine wipes where it does not flush. So I love feminine wipes. I always keep them around with me. I love to stay clean and fresh. So and yeah, that was pretty much our little hygiene talk. And there's a lot of period hacks. If you girls have any hacks or any tips, please share. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about menstruation. It is such a natural thing. It's not a curse. It's not like, I know now I can understand why we look at it as a curse, because like, oh my gosh, we don't get too excited. Well, unless like, you know, like you hope that your period comes on because so make sure that you're not pregnant. But at the same time, it's not a curse. It's not a bad thing. It is a natural thing, and we should embrace it. It's not a bad thing. It's basically one of the signs that you are growing into womanhood, and most importantly, you could get pregnant. So don't bash on this. So this is really important information. There are a lot of girls out there in the world who are scared, who can't even afford feminine products. They can't even afford menstrual cups or pads or tampons. There are some in different countries they will use leaves or grass or sit out. They can't go to school or they can't go home. They can't go inside the house because they have to stay outside because they're bleeding and they smell. So it's such a bad stigmatism when it comes to menstruation, and it does not have to be. It really does not have to be. It is a beautiful thing, and it's a natural thing, and it's a thing that we should all embrace. And even men, you should definitely understand and also get well acquainted with women on their menstrual cycle. I mean, that's the time where she will let you know that, hey, she's not pregnant, or especially when she's on her mood swings. So it's definitely good to get educated on, so it's good for everybody to know and be aware of. Which leads me to this, PMS. So PMS is funny. So let me tell you about PMS. So PMS is, I have my little notes, so Peter's keep on trying. So PMS is premenstrual syndrome. So it's basically a combination of physical and emotional symptoms that many women get after ovulation and before the start of their menstrual period. And I usually know that I'm PMSing because I be ravish, I be hungry, I be so hungry, and I start getting irritated. I was like, what is going on? I said, she's coming. So PMS is PMS would tell you that your period is about to come. And I mean, what do you do when she comes? I mean, what you usually do when it comes to your regular periods? You take pain relievers. There's a lot of teas. There's ginger tea. Can I talk? Ginger. Thank you. I got it. Okay. Ginger tea, and there's also peppermint tea. There's a lot of teas that will help you to relax your lower pelvic abdominal muscles while your body is just cramping up and make you want to be in a fetal position, wrap yourself around the toilet. But you don't have to do that. There are pain relievers, over-the-counter medication like ibuprofen, Tylenol. I mean, you can drink some tea. Now, they also, they say you should do some exercising. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, some people could definitely do it. I mean, without holding back on their period, but I can't. I have to sit down because my back is hurting, my body, I feel extra fat, so I do not want to move. I don't feel like running. I may do some stretches like yoga. Now that would definitely help me out. Like do some stretching, that would definitely help. That would definitely help for us. So these are that's basically the couple of things when it comes to menstruation. If you girls have any questions, comments, definitely do not be afraid to ask. Like I said, I'm not a health professional yet. So I've been more than happy to answer your questions. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm definitely not afraid to share my experience. I definitely have a lot of funny menstruation stories that I suffered, but I mean, I can laugh about it now. So I mean, it's just life. It's part of the process of being a woman. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing my woman. I do want to give you guys a huge shout out. Definitely thank you. Continue to like, continue to comment, continue to share, so everybody can get to know about this stuff, about women's health. It is so important for us women to be proactive about our health, and I really appreciate you guys for taking your time out to look at this video. And like I said, let's talk about her series where we're going to learn, laugh, and learn some more. So I really appreciate you ladies for taking your time out to look at this video. I really hope you learned something from this. Yeah, and also do not forget to check out my blog site, being1617.weebly.com. Definitely check it out. Let me say it again, being1617.weebly.com. I will post it on my post. And also read some more information about hygiene and period hacks, and also PMS and pads and tampons. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube videos, but I'll probably share you guys some links that would definitely give you more insight about menstrual cups, and also how to insert it for visual learners like me, and also soft cups as well. So yeah, you guys have an awesome, fabulous Wednesday. I love you guys.
She may be
Take care.
a lady. And the Christian ones are listen up. Every queen needs a king, so me love you, baby. Put you in your right, but not drive me crazy. Looking at your eyes and mine gets hazy. Reminds me of roses and daisies. From I met you, no one else can face me. I'm not acting, so girl, don't you play. Your conversation is so engaging.